Yo, hello, welcome back to another episode of Tarot CelebriTEA with your boy Ducky. Today we're going to be reading Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau's cards. From the little bit of research that I did, I just Googled them for a little bit and just looked up. They're exes. So we're gonna see their current energy. What do they think about one another? And some advice for Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau. Let me shuffle these cards again. So anyway, first and foremost, I always like to preface that these videos are for entertainment purposes only. Why is that? Well, that's because we do not have the celebrities or the people themselves here to confirm nor deny that what I'm seeing in the cards is truth or valid. Therefore, just remember to take things with a grain of salt. Any tarot card reading, actually, remember to take them with a grain of salt. Remember that energy is always changing, ever changing. And also remember to not only respect the people whose cards I'm reading, but also respect each other, respect yourselves, and respect me, your boy Ducky. So let's get started with Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau's. I gotta have a sticky note up because that's such an interesting name. Tana. I'm just gonna say Tana. I was looking on YouTube forever, just trying to find an interview or a video of where I hope that they would say her name so I can know how to pronounce it. And I think it's Tana Mongeau. Yeah, Tana Mongeau. All right. So Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau, we're going to see what their vibe is like. So top row is going to be, let's go with women first. So top row is Tana Mongeau, her current energy, and Jake Paul's current energy about what they think about one another. So what does Tana Mongeau think of Jake Paul? The King of Cups. Oh. Y'all, sorry for this glare. I could have it like this too. Are y'all okay with me? You know what? I don't really like the glare showing up on the cards, so I'll just leave it like that. All right, it's gonna be a little bit darker, but that's okay. All right, let's keep going. What does Tana Mongeau think of Jake Paul? The Sun. Wow, interesting. The World in reverse. Ooh, does she think he's the one that got away? So let's start with these three cards already, because I'm already getting some messages, some thoughts coming. So in regards to Tana Mongeau and what she thinks of Jake Paul, with the King of Cups here and the Sun, I'm getting the sense that she feels he was actually really good to her. He was emotionally more stable than probably previous relationships she's been in with, and maybe current one if she isn't in one. But she's just seeing that he is very much more emotionally centered and stable and mature, and she thinks positively about him. With the Sun card here, there's a lot of positivity. Now with the World here in reverse, the World always talks about, new beginnings, new chapters in your life, the ending of one chapter and the beginning of another. But in reverse, it could be that she feels there's some unfinished business. Maybe does she feel like Jake Paul is the one that got away? Maybe is she realizing dang, I had it good. I had it golden here. I was just chilling, feeling like this magnificent dragon. He would make me feel good, make me feel nice and positive and lucky. So in reverse, it could be, I just keep thinking that the one that got away. Isn't that a Katy Perry song? In another life. Yeah, I think that's the song. All right. So let's see, what does Jake Paul think of Tana Mongeau? The Knight of Swords. Huh. The Queen of Coins. Ooh. The Three of Coins. Oof. Okay. Yeah. So, I'm getting the sense. Tana girl, I'm so sorry, BB, but I'm gonna call her out with the way that these cards showed up. She done messed up. I feel like, if anything, like she's the one that caused a lot more of the friction and the problems in the relationship. Why is this? Why is this, you ask? Why? Well, the reason being is because we got the Knight of Swords here. There's a lot of quick movement. The Knight of Swords is the quick or the fastest moving knight. They like to go in and out of people's lives quickly. And so it could be the sense that Jake Paul feels like Tana, maybe like, now again, y'all, disclaimer, take this with a grain of salt. We don't know if this is true or not, but like, I'm getting the sense with the way that this is coming out. Maybe Jake feels like Tana, in the moment when they were dating, at least, she was always kind of like looking for the next best thing or whatnot for her. And so maybe she had some shifty eyes or wandering eyes, always looking for, you know, like maybe the next best guy or person. I don't know her sexuality. And with the Queen of Coins here, the Queen of Pentacles normally is very nurturing, very caring queen. But when it comes in reverse, I'm getting the sense that Jake Paul feels like Tana maybe just wanted to play the field. With the Knight of Swords, she just kind of wanted to go in and out of people's lives and play the field, which there's nothing bad about it, you know? Your boy Ducky has done it. And there's nothing wrong about it. But if you're in a relationship, that's where it can get a little bit sticky. And so, you know, the Queen of Coins is very caring, very nurturing, but sometimes it causes some pent up sexual energy, where it's kind of like unquenchable, kind of like where maybe she just wanted a lot of fun times, if you know what I'm saying. Now with this Three of Coins here also in reverse, the Three of Coins normally talks about people coming together, working well together, but in reverse it could be that Jake Paul feels like maybe he was giving a lot more than he was receiving out of the relationship. Like he would try so hard to kind of keep her feeling good. And again, with this World card here, this dragon, like he probably did a lot to help her feel like very majestic, very regal, made her feel great. And maybe she wasn't returning the same kind of great feelings to him. And the thing that stings is that she does feel highly of Jake Paul. And I think this could make sense. This makes sense why, like, maybe he sees her in not as great of a light as she sees him. And it's probably because he gave her a lot and she just kept having a wandering eye, or kept like looking for the next best thing or person, or opportunity. And maybe she wasn't giving as much to him as he was giving to her. So let's get some advice for them, huh? All right. Let's get some advice for Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau. Mongeau Bonjo? Mongeau Banjo. There we go. All right. Let's get some advice for Jake Paul and his current situation. 7 of Coins. Page of Wands. The Star. Let's get an Oracle card. Pegasus of Alpha Centauri. I just drew this card for a friend today. Interesting. Interesting. All right, and let's get some cards for Tana. I keep forgetting her name. Yeah, Tana Mongeau. I keep wanting to say Tara. Tana Mongeau. Excuse me, Tana. All right, some advice. The Knight of Cups. The Page of Swords in reverse. The Temperance card in reverse. The Red Pegasus of Firelight. Ooh. Ooh. All right. So let's start this time with Jake Paul. All right, so with the Seven of Coins here, the Seven of Coins normally talks about like planning towards something. And in reverse, it could be like some impatience. Like some advice for Jake Paul is that he needs to remember that planning things is always better than trying to go into things or going into situations without having a plan. And he needs to learn how to have more patience, especially when with long-term goals or long-term plans. This is also resonating with me. So just remember, Jake Paul, that things take time. Good things take time to harvest and to cultivate. So he just needs to work on his lack of patience when it comes to like long-term goals and whatnot. And with the Page of Wands here, it could be that maybe Jake Paul gets a little bit impatient when things don't happen or things don't come to fruition for him in a certain time frame. Like look at this little page, like he has like an expected time, like he's looking at something, and I'm getting the sense that maybe Jake Paul has like some ambitions, like I want to reach such and such subscribers by this date, and then when he doesn't reach it, he gets impatient or he like feels bad and he gets unmotivated. So he just needs to remember that sometimes some things take time, and he needs to remember that, he is a content creator and whatnot, so everything ebbs and flows. So sometimes some things take time to get big or to get finished or to become viral, and to not worry that a lot of like everything is going to turn out fine. With the star here, the star is all about staying optimistic, staying hopeful in regards to your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. So he just needs to keep that in mind and remember that sometimes just because things aren't happening according to plan doesn't mean they're not going to happen. He just needs to stay hopeful and remember that things take time. And this card, when I drew it today, it talks about the beginnings of like new changes. Like maybe he and again, like this is resonating in regards to all these cards that are coming. Maybe he like thought, I'm gonna accomplish this goal by this time, and uh the time has already passed, and so he's feeling a little bit unmotivated. But with the 28 here representing, adding it up and simplified in to one in numerology is all about beginning. So there's a new beginning. He just needs to remember he's beginning to do a lot of new things, a lot of new projects, and some of them are going to take time, and he just needs to remain hopeful, which is beautiful. All right, so let's get this. Red Pegasus of Firelight. How interesting that Tana also got a card with numerology 1, but I'm not familiar with this card. So we're going to read a little bit about it. Card messages. Base chakra with a profound, nourishing red light. This process may clear fearful belief systems or other issues related to survival, safety, belonging, abandonment, neglect, and even physical suffering in this or other lifetimes. Ooh, got it. Okay, so this is going to relate to like why maybe when she was with Jake Paul, she always had like a wandering eye or was looking for the next best thing. And I'm getting the sense, because this was talking about, doing things out of like survival or fear. I feel like Tana would just kind of keep people at a safe distance or not want to get too close to people, and still doesn't want to get too close out of fear of, being abandoned, or out of fear that, things aren't going to last forever. And so she would rather just kind of keep things at a safe distance, not get too close or not get too clingy to one person, thing, or event, because it seems like she's been hurt a lot in the past in regards to things being taken from her that she like held close and near and dear to her. So with the Knight of Cups being her advice card, she needs to start filling up her own cup, and she needs to remember that, um, no one's gonna be able to keep like bring her joy and happiness. She needs to find that within herself, and she needs to remember that she can fill up her own cup. She doesn't need to go to such and such person or to such and such thing, or like be with around people to help her feel good. She can help herself feel good. We all can. And so with the Page of Swords here, the Page of Swords here normally is like a great communicator, great messenger. In reviews, it could talk about, bringing bad news, bringing gossip. So some advice for her is to just, rather than filling herself up by like talking, and I'm getting the sense like maybe sometimes she likes to tease and gossip about other people, and maybe that's her way of like, keying and feeling good. She needs to kind of not or be aware of that, um you know um because sometimes, especially if she's a bigger, or has a bigger following, she needs to be mindful that she doesn't want to be known for just talking smack about other people, or for like gossiping, um because then again that's going to bring in, people will feel like she's not reliable, or they can't come to her and confide in her with with like deep problems or insecurities. So there is this imbalance going on with the Temperance here. There is an imbalance, and I'm getting the sense with the Page of Swords and the Knight of Cups here. So she's got air, water, and fire here, and then like fire here. So I get the sense that maybe she's very fiery, she's very feisty, she's very quick to retaliate, or not retaliate, just like fire back at people whenever they say something rude to her. She's like, all right, fair game. Yo, listen, Tana. If anyone knows Tana and they're listening, or just you ain't the only one, boo boo. Don't worry. Like it's something that I also got to work on. Like my Gemini nature, I'm very kind and whatnot, but like sometimes if you catch me in the wrong day or in the wrong mood and you say something to me, I'm like, all right, fair game, baby. You said something rude to me. Now I'm gonna retaliate. I'm gonna say rude things to you. And I feel like maybe Tana can be this way sometimes, where she's very good. She can easily get thrown like off kilter, um, and off balance whenever people say rude things for her. And she's like, all right, you want to fight? Let's fight. So she just needs to be mindful of that, and remembering to take time to replenish her own cup. And I'm getting the sense that maybe that's why she sometimes is a little bit more irritable and more quick to gossip or talk badly of others. Um, and it's because sometimes like there is this imbalance of not having her own cup filled, and she's doing a lot from like the few little like minutes that I saw videos of her before doing this video. She has a lot of things that she's doing, so she just needs to remember to find happiness, find her own happiness, fill up her own cup, whether that's yoga, meditation, going to a spa day like once a week or something. I don't know. But that's what I'm seeing. So thanks to whomever requested this video. Let me know what you thought of this video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, a thumbs down if you didn't like it. That's totally okay. Your boy Ducky can handle it. Feel free to give me some criticism, constructive criticism, some compliments, some suggestions on what videos I can write down in my list of videos to make. So that's it for me. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate y'all so much, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.